Hi, it's Toby here. This is the first chemistry tuition session for A2 level. Today I'm going to be talking about conjugate acid base pairs. So first of all, we've got to define an acid and a base. An acid is a proton donor and a base is a proton acceptor. Okay. Normally, when you add an acid to water, this is normally when H+ ions are generally transferred to the conjugate base, which accepts the H+. Like I said, a base is a proton acceptor. Okay, so I'll do a little demonstration now on how this works. So we've got hydrochloric acid as our acid, and water has a lone pair of electrons in oxygen, so it can form a dative covalent bond. So when you add the two together, this proton is transferred to the water, forms a dative covalent bond with the water molecule to form hydronium ion, H3O. As there it is. It's pretty cool. So that's the theory behind it. Okay. So in exams, it generally asks you to complete an equation and then label the acid base pairs, conjugate acid base pairs, and I'm going to show you an example of how you do so. So let's take the reaction HNO2 as our acid, put it into water. It's an equilibrium because it can go both ways. Gives hydronium ion, it's positive because it's got an extra H+, and the conjugate base of nitric acid, NO2-. So our first acid we have is nitric acid, so we label this acid 1 in the exam. And then this is the conjugate base of nitric acid, and a base is a proton acceptor, so this can accept protons, and also if that was to accept the proton, it would form that nitric acid again. That's why we've got the equilibrium sign here. So label that as base. Base 1. So then our second acid, because they're in pairs, it's going to be this one. So we write underneath acid 2, and this is because it can donate that extra H+ that it's got to form the water molecule, so therefore that's the conjugate base of that, so we write base 2. So acid 1, base 1, acid 2, base 2. Okay, so that's generally all that is on that topic. Just labelling, being able to complete the equation. You just need to find out what donates the H, which is the acid. You've got the water, or any other base, but water is generally a good base that they use in the exam. And you've just got to label them up by seeing which ones have donated the H+ and which ones accept. And a good way to look, if it's got a positive charge, then that's generally an acid because it can donate and lose that charge to form a neutral charge. And if it's negative, it's generally a base. Okay. Hope this video helps. There'll be a lot more to come. Peace.